I'm making some fast and easy last-minute Christmas cards. Come on in. Hello everybody, it's Julia Laird with Senior Susie Stamps, and today is Sunday with Susie. So I am glad you're here, and I welcome all the new subscribers that we've gotten recently, and thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I have some surgery scheduled, so I may go offline for a few weeks, and I just wanted to let you know and give you a heads up so that you won't be looking for videos the week of Thanksgiving and probably maybe a week or two later. I'm hoping to come up with some things that I can pre-record for that time frame, but I'm not sure I'll get it done by then. But anyway, that's an update. Now, today I've been doing a count of Christmas cards and realized that I was about 15 short. So I thought I would pull out my old faithful, tried and true, quick and easy card for Christmas when I have that situation arise. And I'm going to use a embossing folder, some ink, and on this particular one I've used a round punch. This came from Stampin' Up! I have also used a little small reindeer die cut, and you use what you have. I used a little small star punch. This is a Fisker's, but you can get a little tiny star and circle punches of various brands. And let me show you some cards. And you can see they use a focal point, a sentiment, and an embossing folder. That's it. Super simple, easy, quick cards. And I'm trying to use up some of these focal points that I have in my stash for these cards. This was in the stash from a little video that I did earlier this year with Scan and Cut. This is one that is a relatively new stamp to me, but it's a 1998, so probably some of y'all have this little poinsettia stamp, and I just stamped it twice, colored it twice, stacked it up, and foamed it up on the bottom, and it's good to go. You'll probably recognize this little focal point from some work that we did earlier this year, and again, embossing folder with ink, sentiment, focal point, and some little inside treatment. Now this one used some fun foam, glitter fun foam, and of course the embossing folder and ink, and then on the inside I just did one of the little punched ornaments, and I punched some little dots out of that fun foam to use as an accent. And this one is just a little commercial Santa face that I got last year at Hobby Lobby, and one of those little punch circles, a sentiment, and a colored image off of a stamp. So today I'm going to use this snowflake embossing folder again, and on the Doris embossing folders, when I put my ink down, I put it on the side that has the Doris stamp brand on it, because that has the larger flat surface. This side over here is the raised surface, and so I want to put it over here. I'm going to use pumpkin pie. Let me show you why, because it's just way too cute. You won't believe it. Look at this little guy. I got him from the Dollar Tree, and I put this big red nose on him, and then I thought, well, what can I use to back him with? So I punched a couple of those little round brown circles and put some little polka dots on him. And then I thought, well, what kind of ink can I go with? And I thought pumpkin pie would be just about perfect for that. So let's get started. Now I am going to have to go over to my machine to run this through the embosser, but everything else will be done right here. And I try to kind of lightly drag, and I start all the way up at the top. And just to give it a little bit of color. And I know we don't normally think about using orange for Christmas, but I think this is going to be a cute card with that little guy there. Now, what I typically do, I've got some first layers over here that are cut. This is 80-pound cardstock, and they're cut 5 1/4 by, they're cut 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, And so I'm going to lay that down on this side and get it positioned where I want it. And then I'm going to close my embossing folder up on it. I'm going to go run this. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm going to trim this down now to 5 by 3 3/4. And I think I'm going to take a couple of cuts to get there. And trim off all 4 edges so that I get down into the depth of this piece. So it's going to end up 5 by 3 3/4. And that squares up all 4 edges. These are going in the trash. Because sometimes when you run a piece of paper like this through the embosser, it kind of stretches it a little bit. And I wanted the edges to be kind of nice and crisp. Now I think I'm going to take a little brown edge on this, which may be a mistake, but we're going to do it anyway. You know how I am. Once I get an idea, I kind of like to follow through with it. So let's just see how this works. And I think the brown is not quite as harsh as the black. I have my sentiment already stamped over here, and it's in brown ink. This is some rich cocoa paper, which, you know, I have never really liked. I just don't care for that color, and I've been trying to use it up for years. So every time I get the chance to use just a tiny little piece of it, I try to take that opportunity. And maybe one of these days I'll be rid of it. Now when I put my embossed sheet down with ATG instead of glue, I put plenty of tape runner on the piece because your surface area that it's gripping to is not as large as what you normally would see. Now, I kind of like it up that way. So let me make sure I'm on the top of the card. I'll flip that over and rub it on good. These are so fast to make. And they're, when you have these little embellishments like this already prepped and ready, you just won't believe how quick they go together. So let's see. Now, I'm thinking something like that. And then I have this little tree also, which I'm not sure I want to use because it's just kind of a oddball green color. I think I'm just going to go with my little deer guy, my little Rudolph. And I believe I'll put a little brown edge around this piece as well. But I probably should see. Get a little pencil. Okay, now trim that off. Hope y'all have had a good week. Mine has been really busy. And with surgery coming up, it's going to be even more busy trying to get things fixed so that I can be a bit out of commission. Like food for the freezer so that John doesn't have to cook. He'd probably end up killing us. This brown doesn't exactly match the rich cocoa, but I don't think it's going to be noticeable at all. There, right about there, I think. And I'm going to put this on with glue. And plenty of it because it's going on that uneven texture there. I'm going to bring it all the way over to the side just for a little extra item of interest here. Now this little guy has got 1, 2, 3 layers of foam already, so I'm gluing him flat down. I think 3 layers is probably just about enough to be able to go through, especially with that little gem on his nose. Now, let me know what you think, because I think this is adorably cute, and it just doesn't bother me at all that I'm using orange and brown for Christmas. Now, I've got some little brown stars here, and it looks like I might need some to go a few places. I like these tiny little stars. That's the punch that I lost. Do y'all do this? I lost it, I couldn't find it, I ordered another one, and when I went to put it away, there it goes. I just don't understand how that works, but anyway, so there's the front. Now, let me see, what are we going to put on the inside here? I think this one's going to be a Happy Holiday Wishes card. And I'm going to put that in some rich cocoa ink when I find it. And silly me, it's not rich cocoa, it's chocolate chip. It's one of those days, isn't it? So it's chocolate chip that I don't like. It's got that red base in the chocolate color, and I just don't care too much for it. I love Early Express though for a brown color. I believe I might need to pre-stamp this little guy and just see how he looks. Oh, he looks good. Good deal. Let's just put him down here. And I've got a little deer that I just dropped on the floor. Where did he go? Come, come, come. I'm going to glue him right down. And get his little legs, because those are the delicate parts. And I have a little 2mm gem here in red. Let's just look and see, because I'm thinking his nose needs it. I'll put just a little drop of glue right there. If I get my head in the way, I'm so sorry, but it is what it is. The worst things about these little 2mm gems is when you get them upside down, trying to get them right side up. There. Now, let's put some little stars on here as well. There. Okay, we're done. Tell me what you think. I think he's adorable, and it doesn't bother me at all that I'm using orange and brown for Christmas card. I think it's cute. Let me show you the lineup one more time. Let me know if you have a favorite. But there they all are. So y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.